We're black in Poland. Of course we're gonna get chased at night on the regular.
We're black in Poland. Of course nobody wants us here.
Black in Poland. Of course we can't leave our houses on Independence Day.
That's a straight up lie.
We're here together. We're here together. Hector.
Welcome. So today we're doing a quick reaction video to a couple of videos that have gone really viral in Poland for all the wrong reasons, causing a lot of controversy. A lot of Polish people are taking a lot of offense, saying it's very disrespectful, and I'm going to go and dissect this video. This video consists of 3 black people who share their experience of being black in Poland. Now, as somebody who, yes, I am Polish, but I was born and raised outside of Poland, I can relate to a few things there with them. I've also been traveling the world non-stop for the last 8 years, lived in many different countries, not my own, so I can definitely relate with them on that. So let's go through, dissect it, and you tell me what you think. Is this video racist? Is this disrespectful? Or it's fine? Let's go.
We're black in Poland. Of course we have a vitamin D deficiency. Black in Poland. Of course we're gonna have hypothermia for 6 months out of a whole year.
All right, I definitely understand that. I was born and raised in Australia, a lot of sun, a lot of vitamin D. There's not as much as Poland. If I don't like it in Poland, there's many warmer climates all over the world. To complain about it, up to you. It's not gonna change, that's for sure. So it's not racist though. Next.
We're black in Poland. Of course we can't find no makeup shades in stores.
We're black in Poland. Of course it's impossible to find hair products here.
Okay, makes sense. Poland is a white country and they're very proud to be white. We're not super multicultural. There's nothing wrong with that. There's many black countries that are the same. There's many yellow countries, brown countries, many different colors, and we're not very multicultural. There also are countries that are very multicultural. So when you go to a country that is not super multicultural, if I went to an African country and I expect all the products that make my life easier as a white person, I'm going to ask for trouble if I go to villages or whatever, so it is what it is. Actually, I've got a very specific example about that. When I was living in Mexico, I wanted to make a Polish salad, jarzynowa sałatka, which consists of ogórki, Polish gherkins, absolutely delicious, but there was none on the supermarket shelves that I looked for in Mexico. So I ended up having to adapt and using jalapenos in the salad instead of ogórki. But that's the beauty of traveling. These are the experiences, the difficulties, not something I complain about. That's for sure. If you do, you have a miserable life ahead of you. But yeah.
We're black in Poland. Of course people are gonna mistake us for being black celebrities.
We're black in Poland. Of course people stare.
We're black in Poland. Of course they're gonna take pictures of us in the bus.
We're black in Poland. Of course the kids are gonna point at us and be like, co to jest?
Co to jest? Very good Polish. Nice that you're learning some. Okay, so basically they're saying they're stared at, they get mistaken for celebrities, people point at them. It is what it is. You stand out, you look different, take it as a compliment. When Polish people stare, they don't necessarily want trouble. They're not looking at you in a derogatory way. I get stared at a lot, even though I'm Polish. I speak fluent Polish, and I've stood there and Polish people have discussed me. It is what it is. It's different. You know, if I go to other countries around the world as well, you stand out. Take it as a compliment, because it really mostly is.
We're black in Poland. Of course everyone's gonna talk about Możesz when they want to talk to us.
Oh, with the attitude. Okay, Mr. Sass. Everybody wants to talk to you. I don't think anybody does at all. But the people that do might bring up Możesz. It is a point of connection with you. It's a very famous and loved Polish character in a book. And he's an African boy and you're from Africa because of the color of his skin. They're assuming that. So take no offense. I'm sure they don't say anything derogatory about it. Just bring it up. If I was in an Asian country and people started coming up to me and saying, oh, you remind us of this character, I'd be flattered. So
we're black in Poland. Of course everyone, even strangers, are going to try to touch our hair.
All right, he says absolutely everybody tries to touch his hair. I very much doubt it. Polish culture is very standoffish. We're not like Brazilians or many other nationalities where they like to approach you randomly. Polish people usually wait for somebody to introduce you, then they're super warm and receptive to you and welcome. But to say everybody, that's a big stretch, and it kind of makes it sound ironically like a scene you'd see in a documentary from Africa where a white person enters a village and all the beautiful African children run and they want to touch the hair. It's a sign of appreciation, I guess, anyway. But if you don't want to take it that, and you do take it disrespectfully, why don't you just communicate that with the person? Like I said, Poland is a culture built on respect. So if you tell somebody, no, I don't want you to, they're going to respect your wishes. And they're not going to just grab your hair. All right, so this is where the video unfortunately turns quite negative, and they really push some stereotypes. So let's watch this first one.
Black in Poland. Of course we can't leave our houses on Independence Day.
This is a complete and utter lie. This is untrue. What she's referencing here is far left sensationalist media who love to lie about a day that Poland get together to celebrate our independence, and they go on and on calling it one of the world's most racist marches. Number one, I don't look Polish. Everyone has told me that. Most Polish people say that as well. I've had Polish people, like I said, speak about me in front of me in Polish, not having a clue that I speak Polish. Now, I was in the middle of the Independence Day March, a beautiful, beautiful occasion. But not only that, I also saw many people from many ethnicities, and there was one gentleman of a certain color that I decided to ask him about his experience and how he felt about being there on that day.
I've been told I don't look exactly typical Polish. You don't look typical Polish. We're here together. We're here together. Are you enjoying? Awesome. Good experience so far? Wonderful experience. Do you feel safe? Do you feel unsafe? Well, I feel safe. Yes. But I mean, every other person keeps asking me if I feel safe. Yes. But I don't know why. Yes. It's very good. The feeling here is, I never expected to see so many children, etc., etc. So yes, to hear your experience is positive. I'm very, very happy. Very positive, friend. Yeah. I love the vibe. You're a good man. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Super, dziękuję.
As you can see, the legend had an incredible experience there. Everything positive. He had no idea what all the negative stereotypes were about. So this girl's got no idea what she's talking about. That's a straight up lie.
We're black in Poland. Of course we're gonna get chased at night on the regular.
Okay, after that first lie, this one's an absolute utter lie. What are you talking about? What are you getting chased on the regular? You're laughing as you say it. You have humor in your voice. You're getting chased on the regular at night. By who? For what? Not true. I doubt you've ever been chased.
Black in Poland. Of course we walk around with pepper spray.
Okay, you walk around with pepper spray, that's up to you. Poland happens to be the safest country in Europe. So if you want to carry pepper spray, that's on you. There's no need for it. There will be no problems for you. But of course, anywhere, in any country, there can always be a rogue person, a bad experience. So carry your pepper spray. It's got nothing to do with Poland being negative.
We're black in Poland. Of course you get called slurs at the Christmas market.
Alright, I highly doubt it. You're laughing your head off as you say it. So, I mean, you've already lied a few times. It's difficult for me to believe anything you're saying at this stage.
We're black in Poland. Of course they check under my headscarf for a bomb.
Okay, complete another lie. What are you talking about? They check under your headscarf. And you're all laughing in the background. You're being very disrespectful. You have to understand the Polish culture is built on respect. It is so important for us. So you're coming here, you're living in Poland. Instead of being appreciative of your life there, you're talking rubbish about Poland and you're mocking us. It's very disrespectful.
We're black in Poland. Of course nobody wants us here.
Completely untrue. If you show full respect in Poland, you learn a few words in Polish, you're going to be more than welcome. But come and live our ways. Don't come and force your ways onto us. Show respect, show utmost respect, the same way I do when I live in favelas, when I live in different neighborhoods all over the world. I enter with utmost respect. This is not my home, and somebody's welcoming me into their home. I'll show them that respect, show them that gratitude. You're not doing so in this video. By saying you're not welcome, maybe after this video you're not welcome, but I guarantee you, on face value, of course you're welcome.
We're black in Poland. Of course nobody's gonna believe our experiences.
Okay, this has got nothing to do with you being black. It's got everything to do with you're a liar. Simple as that. A couple of these videos, you're clearly lying. So of course it's going to be difficult to believe any of your experiences.
We're black in Poland. Of course a drunk man has tried to kiss my hand.
Now some truth. This one I like. You've talked so much rubbish about how racist Polish people are. And then you say, of course, a drunk man has tried to kiss your hand. That just shows you the level of respect, even when somebody's drunk. And I completely expect that and completely can confirm that that kind of behavior does happen, because Polish culture is built on respect to the ladies, to everyone. He obviously thinks you're beautiful. He's taken your hand, he's kissed your hand. No offense. It's the truth comes out. That's good. I like that one.
Black in Poland. Of course everyone thinks we can't speak the language. Ale ja mogę. Jasne.
Mr. Sass, jasne, Mr. Sass again. All right, you speak some Polish, good on you. That's a surprise to anybody because Polish is a very difficult language. The fact that you can speak some Polish is fantastic. Huge congratulations. It's a way of showing respect, so good on you. So there you have it. Videos have been dissected. Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you understand why Polish people feel disrespected? I definitely do. Everywhere I travel, I try to show utmost respect and gratitude to people opening their doors to me. Now, you've come into a country country, you've talked very negatively about it as if you're completely unappreciative, which you're entitled to do. But when you start further perpetuating negative stereotypes, it can be very disrespectful. And obviously you've seen that with the response. It would be like me going to Africa and saying something disgusting like, you know, I'm white in Africa, I need to watch that I don't get shot every day. Disgusting. I would never say it. It's, you know, untrue. Same as these things are untrue. Of course, there's a percentage of it it's true, but you're further perpetuating negative stereotypes. So I encourage you to do better next time. And plenty of content on the ways, podcasts, videos, you name it. It's all happening in the background, but it's about to go big. So bear with me. Thank you for watching. Love life.
Hectic Hector.